Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to my live broadcast today, Thursday, 26th of March, 2020. Thank you and welcome to my live broadcast. As you can see, when things are changing, we are changing. As the government of these lies are changing their tactics, we are changing our tactics as well. What I have come, thank you all for joining me this afternoon. What I have come to do this afternoon is Onodugo, thank you. You are the first person to comment. Thank you for joining me. Elvis Elianya, thank you for joining me. Chidi Nwachuku, thank you for joining me. Nnaji Benanza, thank you for joining me. I do not have Ezigbo Abuja, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Kalo Emmanuel, thank you. Uche Akwarima Onuche Akwari, thank you for joining me. I do not have enough time this afternoon to this evening, this afternoon. Umbada, thank you for joining me. David, thank you for joining me. Fortune, thank you for joining me. I do not have enough time to like do what I know I usually do, which is name calling. So I want to go straight to the point. This afternoon, I have come to expose the lies of the federal government of Nigeria on this coronavirus pandemic. I have come this afternoon to expose the lies. And as I am talking to you, I am not pitying any of the leaders in Nigeria. I don't have any single pity for any leader, any politicians in Nigeria. I don't have any sympathy, no pity at all. Because it is the thought that this virus is going to come to only the poor people in Nigeria and average Nigerians as usual. So they didn't prepare for it. They didn't know that it was coming to start from the top. And like I've said, this is the only thing that has ever happened in Nigeria, and it started from the top. It has always been from the bottom. It's everything in Nigeria for you to know that this is not, they say we must give thanks to God in every situation we find ourselves. Of course, I am praying for ordinary Nigerians. I am praying for ordinary Nigerians, those whom their generations, their future has been raped and looted by these criminals and these terrorists who call themselves politicians in Nigeria. So I'm not pitying any of them, and I am not going to pity any of them. And those of you who are praying, channel your prayer. Your prayer point should be for God to save ordinary Nigerians and not politicians. Politicians have killed you, they have killed your future, and that is why all of you are living in fear today. That's why all of you are in hunger. So don't pray for any politician, both from the president to any corrupt politician. Don't pray, don't waste your prayer, because God may be angry with you. You don't know what God is doing. God may be angry with you. Don't pray for any corrupt politician. It is time for them to face the music. It is time. This is not the kind of sickness that your money can save you. It is not the kind of sickness that you say, okay, I am going to the best hospital in the world. No. They have come to see that this is not happening from the lowest, from the middle class, from the ordinary Nigerians. Rather, it started from the top. And not just from the top, but from the real top. So do not pray for any of them. Let them suffer it. And because as there is no medical equipment in Nigeria, I hear that the most important two citizens of Nigeria has been flown out of the country to the United Kingdom. And even in the United Kingdom, people are dying. So going to United Kingdom for treatment is not a guarantee. This time around, it is not a guarantee. So you can go to United Kingdom, people are dying there. The United Kingdom, Britain are locked down. They have shut the country down. So it is not where you go. This time around, it's not where you go. But rather, you should have be prepared for this kind of inevitable crisis that you know that it was coming. When it was happening in China, you went to borrow money in China, you want to borrow 22.7 billion from China, and you did not prepare. You know, because it is the same way they took power from in 2015. They never prepared for the power that they are going to win the president of Nigeria, this APC. Today they are the president, and they came back to again without election. So nobody must pray for any politician, but pray for ordinary Nigerians who don't know nothing, who don't have any helper from anywhere. These are the people you must pray for. But now, I want to expose them this afternoon. You see, when I came 2 days ago to tell you that the government of Nigeria lied, that the confirmed cases so far from a reliable source, like our intelligence services, that we have in Nigeria over 1,000 cases of confirmed coronavirus cases. They came to media to tell you they have 1 here, 2 here, 4 here. Did you people hear? Did you watch my video when I made that claim? I told you people 2 days ago that it was a lie, a very big fat lie, that they were lying to you people, that it was only 4 cases here, 2 cases there, 1 cases there. As at that time, Nigeria already had over 1,000 cases. And because of their ignorance, because of their negligence in handling this issue of coronavirus, because they think everything is propaganda. And that is how Boko Haram are dealing with them with propaganda. They think this health issue is going to be propaganda. So they were playing with it, releasing money. The Central Bank of Nigeria released how many billion? 1 trillion or so. You people hear, you saw the news, to fight corona. Where is the money? Where is the facilities? Where is the isolation center? They release all this money, thinking that it is going to be propaganda. And now, what is happening now is according to the word of Senator Abaribe. Those who live by propaganda shall die by propaganda. It is happening in Nigeria today. They thought the war against coronavirus is going to be a propaganda war. They never knew it will be starting from them. Now, let me show you the lies. Just relax, invite your friends to this live video, relax, and let me show you the lies the federal government have told. And this is why every right-thinking Nigeria must come to terms that Nigeria can never work again. It is time we break up Nigeria and let intellectuals go their way, because we have intellectuals. Intellectuals are the southern Nigeria. They should go their way and let the north go their way. And then in that, the Biafra should go their way, Oduduwa should go their way. Now, I want to expose the lies they have told and the propaganda they did in this coronavirus crisis. Now follow me on this journey of brainwalk. Watch. Here now, when you look at this, this is today's newspaper. This is the Minister of Information, the Lai Mohammed, the greatest liar in Nigeria. He is the Minister of Information. Now, this is what he has to say today. He is coming to tell you that this coronavirus, federal government traces 4,370 people of interest. Believe me, this is today's date. And 3 days ago, they were telling you that it was only 5 people. Only 4 people here, only 3 people here, only 2 people here. Today, they have come to tell you that it is about 4,370 people of interest. Remember, they wouldn't have come to tell you this if this thing did not start from the top. So everybody is running from pillar to pole. They are coming to now tell you not even the truth, because as I'm talking to you today, the estimation is about 10,000 Nigerians already carrying the coronavirus. and they are still talking 4,400 and something, because it has started from the top. So, but in matter of days, I will come again to prove to you my assertion now, my submission now, that it is over 10,000 cases. Now, follow me on this journey as I expose them, the lies they have told to you, because they never believed that this coronavirus will start from them. Now, listen. Let me read it a little bit. The federal government of Nigeria traces 4,370 people of interest. The federal government said it is still on the trail of about 4,370 people of interest over this coronavirus pandemic. It expresses regret. It expresses regret that most of the returnees from abroad submitted wrong addresses. It also said President Buhari is not coughing after testing negative to coronavirus. And that's another lie. They lied again here, but I am coming to expose that lie. Again, it said President is fit and fully in charge of the country. Are you people hearing that? President is fully in charge and fit to lead the country. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, made this disclosure at a briefing on this coronavirus update. He said, we have 4,300 people of interest whom we are tracing. We urge those who have had contact with suspected cases to immediately report to the authorities. We urge Nigerians to support the authorities in this regard. You see, they are all now running because it started from the top. He continued, we, on the verge of reaching the level of community spread, we must stop this immediately or we will record an exponential cases in these days ahead. There is no better way to say this. This is Lai Mohammed talking. He went again to say the minister said the government was worried that some of the returnees submitted wrong addresses. Let me say, you see, some of the returnees submitted wrong addresses. And why is it now a big problem? Because the country is a mess. And this is why we want Biafra freedom. This is why we want freedom, because there is no data system in Nigeria. And whenever we talk about data system, some people will tell you, when you were taking your passport, when you were doing your passport, you have your fingerprint. That is not data system. Some people will tell you, when you are having your national ID card, you have your fingerprint. That is not a data system. Of course, somehow, you can call it data system, but that is everybody who is a returnee, who is coming from Europe, who is coming from America, know what data system is, know what data system I'm talking about. So there is no data system in Nigeria. And that is why when people come to tell you that, oh, in Nigeria we have fingerprinting system, why can't they now trace their addresses? They gave wrong address. So if you have a data system, a well-workable data system in Nigeria, you don't need to allow somebody to put a wrong address, because the address will be authentic. That to tell you that the data system is not in Nigeria. You see, now the federal government are claiming that the people who came, the returnees, gave wrong addresses in Nigeria. That is to show you the weakness, that the data system is not working, and to tell you that the fingerprints they have taken from people are not working, to tell you that nothing like data system in Nigeria, and they don't have shame to come to say the people who returned to Nigeria gave wrong addresses. Now, let me continue. So, let me say without mincing words that we are not getting the kind of cooperation that this moment deserve from Nigerians. Many are busy engaging in meaningless criticism instead of complying with the stipulated directives to keep people safe. Now, them who are now asking you or charging you to that you are not complying, they are the one who did not comply to the global reality. They did not comply to the global reality because if they complied to the global reality, they will not be looking for people who returned. That is one. They will not be looking for people who return. That is to tell you that everybody, that is why I said from the beginning, don't pray for the politicians. Don't pray for the current leadership of Nigeria, because they are the biggest demonic human beings that we have on this planet. And that is why they did not prepare. They didn't prepare, they didn't face the global reality, because if they prepared according to the global reality, they should have learned from what happened in China. And that was why I came earlier enough. Biafra agitators came earlier enough to tell you in Nigeria, do not wait for government to tell you anything. I came here, I made the video, I was urging you, and other Biafrans are urging you, do not wait for the government to give you any directive. Take precaution from what other countries have adopted, China, America, and the EU. That we told you that, I told you that from this page. And don't wait for the government, because they will use this as terrorism against the people, and it will still going to happen. I want to break the bomb now. Now, after this report, listen to what I'm going to show you again. Just relax. Listen to what I'm going to tell you again. Now, for you to understand what I am talking about, look at this. Today again, they come to tell you that 6 coronavirus patients recover in Lagos, said to be discharged. Now, for you to know that they have lied, and what I have said here and our claims has always been correct and factual. When did these 6 patients admitted to the hospital? That is a question that every Nigerian must ask the federal government. They claim they have only 4 cases. Only 4 cases. 1 here, 2 there, and 3 there. Only 4 cases. And this claim they maintained until 2 days ago. Federal government of Nigeria maintained only 4 cases reported, only 1 case is reported, until 2 days or 3 days ago. Now, the question I want Nigerians to ask them is, when was these people admitted? When did they admit these 6 persons that is now recovered in Lagos to be discharged? How many days did these people spend in the hospital? This is a question I want Nigerians and the international community to start to reason, to see the lies that this government can never be trusted. So there is nothing that will come from this government and you will say it is truth. Nothing. Because it is on record. Until 2 days ago, they maintained that only few cases, 4 here, 2 there, were recorded in Nigeria. And today, they are coming to tell you that 6 people have recovered in Lagos. And they are set to discharge. So now, how many days does it take the coronavirus patient to stay in the hospital, in an isolation center, for them to get recovered and then to be discharged? How many days? It takes a lot of days. And would you say that when they have stayed this long in that hospital, this Nigeria government continue to tell you that they have only 4 cases, confirmed cases, 1 here and 1 there. And tomorrow they will come to tell you the person tests negative. Then the other day they will come to tell you the other person tests negative, and it was only 4 confirmed. And today they are coming to tell you only in Lagos alone, they are discharging 6 persons, and the deceased person have recovered. Is it not? Doesn't this show you lies already? We are here to expose them, so that by the time we finish with Nigeria government, by the middle of this year, no single thing will be taken from any international community will not take any single thing from Nigeria, because the country is being led by criminals and fraudsters. And the point is that they are not even smart enough to know how to begin to con people, con their fellow citizens. And as I am analyzing this thing now, some people still don't, some people are still like having issue with this analysis. That until 2 days ago, when the president and Abakare started testing positive, that is only when they begin to show some seriousness. But until then, it was only 4 cases. 1 here, 2 there, 1 negative, the other 1 positive, the other 1 discharged. It was only 4. But today, as I'm talking to you, they say 6 coronavirus patients recovered in Lagos, said to be discharged. I did not write it. This is from the cable. So where did these 6 persons come from? When did they admit them to the hospital? How long did they stay in this hospital that Nigeria didn't know about them until today? 6, because we only know about 4 cases. And I came here to tell you people that we had over 1,000 cases, and today they are telling you within 3 days, they have come to tell you they are tracing 4,370 cases of interest. Are you hearing that? Now, if you multiply 4,000 persons, let us say that among that 4,000 persons that they are now tracing, they have not traced them. If those 4,000 persons have about 50% of them already infected with coronavirus, do you see the way this thing is spreading in Nigeria? And this government, these incompetent people who their brain have depreciated, they are not thinking of the consequences it will have on Nigeria people. They are playing politics and propaganda. You see, today they are telling you 4,000 they are looking for. And those 4,000, if 50% of them have coronavirus, it means it will spread like wildfire. And I have come here today to tell you the estimated is 10,000, and this is Biafra agitators' intelligence. And our intelligence is authentic, and if they want, we can begin to control them from here, to tell them what is in Nigeria, what is obtainable in Nigeria, because whatever we found out and say is exactly the way it is. Remember also, when the Buhari test came, according to them, came negative, I also came here. I told you people that the negative test of Buhari is a lie. If they want to test Buhari, they should test Buhari from the 25th, which was yesterday. You see that? The Buhari, they tested, if they tested Buhari at the same time they tested Abakare, is a scam. That is a scam, because the result will never show anything. So they should test Buhari from yesterday, which is the 25th of March 2020. Calculating the 7 days and 12 days interval. It is going to be yesterday, from yesterday, and then upward. So I told them that the Buhari, they should test that Buhari again, or that man that is parading himself as Buhari, from yesterday and today. Then we will know whether the test is real or not. And it happened exactly the way I said it. And yesterday, he started coughing, even though they are denying it here. But Buhari started persistent coughing from yesterday. And exactly the way I said it. I said Buhari must be tested from yesterday if they want to get the actual result. Otherwise, they want to use Buhari to spread the virus to other leaders in the southern part of Nigeria. And I also called on Obasanjo, called on Goodluck Jonathan, never to go to any meeting with Buhari. I called other leaders, other prominent people from the southern part of Nigeria, don't go and meet Buhari, because I know they will use him to spread this virus to the other leaders in the southern part of Nigeria, which they feel that will be now the pillar. If in case anything happen in Nigeria, these people that they are targeting now will be the pillar, and everybody must sink. That is the plan that they, because this virus now is depending on your health condition. If you get this virus from age 67 up or 70 up and you have health issue, it is final. There is nothing anybody can do about it when you have complicated health issues. And all these people are having one health issue or another. So now, the issue is here. Since they tested Buhari long time ago, it is time to test him again. And the cough of Buhari started yesterday. Although there is the report that they've flown him and Abba Kaire to London, to the United Kingdom. Shameless people. They tell you to patronize Made in Nigeria. Let them show us video of Buhari in Nigeria today. Because as I'm talking to you, he is already in London. If he is not in London now, let them show video of him saying today's date in Abuja, in Aso Rock, to prove us wrong. Let them show the video of Buhari. We are aware of that. Buhari has been flown to London, but you know why? We are not bothered. Because even in London where they are taking him and Abba Kaire to, the solution is not there. This is not the time you come and do surgery, the solution is not there in London. This is what Igbo people call Obari Buhari. The solution is not there. And if it doesn't matter if you go to London or go to anywhere, it doesn't matter. But you should have a better hospital, a better equipment in Nigeria, and let them take care of you in Nigeria instead of flying with public funds to London, and there are money budgeted for the clinic in Aso Rock. Where is that money? Where is that money today? The money is nowhere to be found. You embezzled it and you get sick and they flew you to London. So, and remember, when Abba Kaire tested positive, they flew him from Abuja to Lagos. And now they remember that Lagos is part of Nigeria. They've flown him from Abuja. So this Abuja you are hearing, Abuja this, Abuja that, Aso Rock this, Aso Rock that. The only thing they are doing there is to embezzle money. When a video of Aisha Buhari went viral, that when they locked her, they locked the room or something. Some people saw Ghana must go back in that video. And a lot of people, a lot of APC supporters, a lot of Buhari supporters came to say, this cannot be Aso Rock. This is a doctored video. It is not Aso Rock. How can Ghana must go be in Aso Rock? At the end of the day, and they didn't know the kind of, that these people are just in Aso Rock embezzling money, and they are Fulanis. That is what some Nigerians, one Nigeria people refuse to understand. There is no progress in these people. There is no progress. You saw Ghana must go back, lying on the floor in Aso Rock, and you are doubting this is not Aso Rock. Look at Ghana must go. At the end of the day, Aisha Buhari came to confirm that yes, that it was her, and it was in Aso Rock, and that the daughter of Mama Daura is the one who recorded the video. A lot of you but have already beginning to say that we doctored the video, that look at Ghana must go. Ghana must go in Aso Rock, and you are surprised. You don't know that the people that are leading you and the people staying in Aso Rock are Fulanis. They are not enlightened people. They are Fulanis who ordinarily should be following cows in the bush. And they are in Aso Rock leading you, and you saw Ghana must go. You say, this is not Aso Rock. We have doctored the video. So it is not everything you see, because your mind has been blocked, and your brain is not working again. Everything you see, you must doubt. Nigeria, we know Nigeria is a corrupt country, highly corrupt, and it is not everything that comes from Nigeria you will believe. But those who are living by the truth, who are saying the truth, who are walking around the clock to make sure that whatever they come to tell about Nigeria are fact, you should always believe. You don't always believe, but at least do your own finding. How can you come to say the video we shared was lie because there is Ghana must go there? You see, at the end of the day, Aisha Buhari came and said it was her, and it was recorded in Aso Rock. And you should be ashamed if you were part of those who said the video was not real only because you saw Ghana must go in Aso Rock. Now, let me tell you one thing. Another thing I want to show you is this. You see, when they tested Buhari, they tell you that Buhari is negative. And now it is time that he start working and his normal job start and all that. Let me tell you one thing again. You see, when you are a leader in a country, you have to be very conversant with what is going on around the globe. So when you look at this, you will find out that, look at this report. This report say, this is from Washington Post. This report say, a negative coronavirus test result doesn't always mean you aren't infected. So, and Buhari and his cabals and all his professors and all the people around him did not research on this, and they did not, go into researching to know what is happening around the world, because since this virus is a new virus and there are a lot of things that people don't know about it, so they should, as a government official, as a commander-in-chief of for armed forces of a country, they should be very conversant. They should be on top of the game to save the life of their citizens, but they are not doing that because of their ignorance, because of their negligence. Now, you see this report here is from the Washington Post. As you can see, a negative coronavirus test result doesn't always mean you aren't infected. And now, after they tested Buhari, immediately they tested Buhari. Like I said that the test should be conducted from yesterday, and then they conducted the test earlier. So immediately they tested Buhari and it is negative. Everybody start jumping, and it's flooded internet that Buhari is negative. Buhari is negative. And immediately they say he is fit and he want to start having meetings and all that. You see, and it before even this report, you see, I didn't see this report before I came to give that advice. I did not see this report by Washington Post before I come to give this advice that Buhari should be tested from yesterday. And again, from the Washington Post, you see, they are telling you that even if you test positive, even if you test negative, it doesn't mean that you aren't infected by coronavirus. So as I'm talking to you now, Buhari tested negative. According to them, it doesn't mean that he is not positive. If they test him again, it will be positive because he has contact with Abba Kaire, almost the same contact like every other person who have been tested positive by this coronavirus. So he is not free from it. And then this Washington Post continued that the Washington Post is providing this story for free so that all readers have access to this important information about coronavirus. For more free stories, sign up on daily blah, 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 So I'm not going to start reading that. So you have a cough and fever and you just got tested. You just got test result back for the novel coronavirus negative. Now, but wait a second. Your doctor may still caution you to act like you could have it. Stay home, self-isolate, don't go visit your parents. You see, this is advice coming from a developed world, coming from people who know what leadership and who know what the value of life is, people who are ahead of this kind of non-entities and done this in Nigeria. Now, immediately the doctor said it is negative. Everybody jump up to social media. Buhari is negative. Now he has to be carrying out his normal daily job and daily meeting and inviting people, guests to come and meet him. You see? Are you people seeing the difference? And this should be people who should be smart, who should be reasonable enough to lead their people and impose preventive measures so that the disease or the virus will not be spreading all over Nigeria. So now, let me continue. Let me continue again. They said here, so what is going on? The clamor for long-delayed coronavirus testing is teaching a basic lesson about how all medical tests work. No test is 100% accurate. Some test results may incorrectly say that a person has condition, but they don't. But they don't. That's a false positive. Other tests may incorrectly say someone doesn't have a condition, but they do. So now, considering the situation of Abba Kaere, and considering the situation of Abba Kaere and all his aides who have been tested positive, this one is not applicable to them. It means that Buhari have coronavirus, must have contracted the coronavirus, and if the result they are relying on, the negative result they have to do another test. And if people have seen him coughing and coughing and coughing, and now they are coming here to tell you another propaganda. This same lie, Muhammad, another propaganda that he is not coughing. If he is not coughing, he should go to another test, or, like again, I am calling on Nigerians, no prominent Nigerian must go to meet Buhari. If you think that I am just lying or I'm propagating, go and meet Buhari and you will have yourself to blame. So this is the information I want to pass to you this evening, that it is time to put an end to these evil rulers in Nigeria, disintegrate Nigeria, save life, stop terrorism, stop supporting terrorists. You support Nigeria, you support terrorism. You support Nigeria, you are aiding terrorism. The time to disintegrate the interests of terrorist group, 5 different terrorist groups are in Nigeria, all of them from the northern Nigeria. The only way to disintegrate the interests of terrorist group in Nigeria is to disintegrate Nigeria. Once you disintegrate Nigeria, you disintegrate the interests of the terrorist groups, and you save life and prepare the next generation of Africa. Thank you, and wait for my next video on coronavirus. Make sure you stay safe, wash your hand, follow the measures that other country has been put in place. Do not follow whatever Nigerians are telling you, because they say they don't want to scare you. So I am telling you again, adopt every other measures that has been put in China, United States of America, the European Union, and protect yourself. Don't wait for Nigeria government. If it requires you to stay indoor, stay indoor. Somebody like me, I have been staying indoor for the past 2 weeks without even the government asking me to stay indoor. It is the decision I made for myself, and it is better you follow that kind of decision and save your life. Thank you, and remain safe.